Ladies, let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at somebody else's life and just felt that I'm so behind?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I can think of a specific event. One time when I was working for the college, we went to this seminar, and I had been. There was a classmate. That's what it was. When I was doing my master's degree in adult education, one of the classmates was there as well. And she was like a director of the department or whatever, and I wasn't. Welcome to Three Voices Unfiltered. We're your hosts,
Ronisha,
Theresa,
and Suzanne. And around here, nothing is off limits. We talk about everything, the real, the messy, the hilarious, and the inspiring. So let's get into it. And I thought, gosh, like we graduated at the same time. Mm-hmm. Why am I not? I was an instructional designer, but I wasn't the director or a coordinator or like, a little higher title than just being an instructional designer. And I felt a little something, not towards her at all, because I think it's fantastic that this person had the opportunity, because a lot of it has to do with where you're at and what opportunities arise.
True.
I was kind of like at myself, like, have I been holding myself back? Am I too comfortable where I am instead of pursuing other things? So yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Wow. What about you, Ronisha? Anything come to mind?
You know what? No. I've always felt like I was competing with what my mother wanted me to do and be and not anyone else. So I was always feeling competition with myself to be better. Like, oh, I don't have a degree. Got all these kids. I can't afford anything. I got to do better. So it was always me, not necessarily seeing somebody and I thought I want to be like them. Or maybe my mom, she's done a lot in her life and wanting to emulate and copy some of the achievements she's had, but not necessarily someone where I'm like, oh, I want to be like that.
Yeah, I've never felt that. And I've learned like early on in my life that I am where exactly I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, I know that now. I know that I was exactly where I needed to be.
Yeah.
Because with, what do they say with it's more responsibility. I can think of the saying, but with power comes more responsibility. It would have maybe at that time in my life, I just didn't need all that responsibility.
Yeah, I remember having a manager who I would consider my mentor for about 11 years. And he always said that people, when you start comparing yourself to other people may look at you and they may want your life. Right. But they don't want your responsibility.
Nobody wanted my life.
They don't know what you had to go through in order to get to where they perceive that you are, because they're on the outside looking in.
That's a good point. People see what's going on with my life now, and y'all don't know. Like my new friend, I was telling her, she's like, "Oh, friend, I wish I was like that. I wish." Ma'am, do you know what it took to get to this point? It took years. I like sacrificing, working, and just hitting my head until a door opened, and just waiting and being patient and praying and being hopeful and having faith to finally getting, something that I felt like I visualized in my life. Right. It was not an overnight thing.
Yeah. So the bigger question is that why do we compare so much? Why is that so important to people?
It's a big deal. It's a huge deal in our culture and society, the comparison trap. I was talking to a new cousin that I met at that family reunion where I worked my tail off. But she was sweet. And she was telling me she didn't have any children. She wasn't married. And she's in her late 30s. I was like, wow. Okay. She was, and I'm not worried about it. She's so sweet, Theresa.
Ooh.
She's a homeowner.
Connect.
She's like, I'm buying my second investment property. I'm like, that is so wise at your age. But she said she didn't feel pressure to have a husband and children until she was ready until the right person came in her life. I'm like, that's really good.
That's really good because the comparison comes when we compare careers. We compare people with their relationships. We compare with appearances. We compare finances.
Family familial status.
Yeah.
You married, you have 2 kids. Like, I'm sure all her friends are married with some kids. But she was like, no, I feel like when I get the right person, I'll get married.
So she's complete within herself.
She is.
I think it's okay to find someone that you can look up to because,
True.
Experts say find someone that's doing what you want to do and talk to them or follow them and try to see how they got there. So that's healthy. That's a healthy comparison. And it's not really even comparison. It's kind of like research. Hey, what did you do to get there? Because I would love to be there someday.
Right.
And that's different. And that's how I felt when I was talking about my example.
Right. And I'll give you the example. We talked about this in one of our previous episodes. We were talking about home buying and Suzanne bought a house. Suzanne bought a house. And I'm like... her first house
in 1999.
Okay, and I'm like, what?
1999.
I want to buy a house too.
Wow.
So it wasn't a comparison. It was just that she did something. I was like, oh, I want to do that too.
Because we think like we can't do it,
right?
And then somebody will do it, and you're like, wait, what? I can do that?
Yeah.
And then when I started giving you information, you were like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm doing the same thing right now. I know someone that's in their mid-30s. I said, girl, I was you when you, at your age, you can buy a house, you can fix whatever is in the way, you can take care of stuff. Let me help you. And I'm helping them because it's doable. And now I have a realtor that can finish the process. So,
and that's not even comparison. It's influence.
Influence.
Okay,
Thank
you.
A good
word. That's
Thank
influence.
you.
Yeah. And I would
That's a good one.
Let me share this with you. I'm going to say that the internet and social media is a big culprit here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Because we've talked about this before too, ladies. People will look at other people's lives and think it's glamorous or it's so easy, but you do not know the story.
It's half of the stuff on social media is fake. Like, I can make my life look amazing because I'm traveling and I'm doing this and that and the other, but then they don't see the struggles. They don't see the budgets. They don't see how I saved the money. They don't see how it all came together. And that's the hard work. Because I don't record myself doing all the things to get to a certain place.
That's right.
You just see me at a certain place.
Behind the scenes. Yeah. It's okay to want to have a life similar. It's wrong when you want that person's life. When you're like,
when you're envious.
You're envious and
is
you're
not
like,
healthy.
I want that. I want that car. I want what they're driving. I want that house. I want a husband just like that. You guys remember online there was a Sierra prayer for a husband like Russell Wilson?
No, I don't remember that.
I didn't hear that one.
Before. So because they were like, oh, he's so great for her and he's so amazing to her. What did she do to get him? I know there's a Sierra prayer. Like, I know she prayed. What's that prayer? They wanted that exact prayer that she prayed
so that
they could get somebody just like Russell Wilson. I'm like, y'all doing too
like Hannah's
much.
Prayer in the Bible for a child. People use it literally right now to get pregnant when they're having difficulty. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because you don't fit. Like, maybe your personality does not fit with his. And it might be awful.
Maybe Sierra went through so much that she realized this is more of what she wanted.
Yes.
And if you haven't never gone through what she's been through, how would you realize you have a Russell Wilson if he came around you? You wouldn't even recognize him because you haven't been through what she's been through. So it's not going to work.
Wow. Well, let's pivot a little bit and talk about how comparison can keep you stuck.
Yeah.
It can. That's number one.
No, it can.
Right. It can paralyze you. It really, really can. Some people have the fear of starting over. Some people suffer from perfectionism. Everything has got to be perfect, like that OCD type thing. Some people feel like it's too late. You know what?
Never too late.
Don't you? Some people think that ship has passed.
Oh,
know?
yeah. I said that
I never
before.
say that.
I've said that. I've said it about a doctorate. I really wanted to have a doctorate.
Me too.
Had
Let's
we
do
not
it.
moved to Virginia for 5 years, I would have a doctorate right now. And I tell myself I'm too old to get a doctorate.
I said that on the phone with you the other. Remember a couple weeks ago? Let's look at our doctorate.
You're not too old.
I'm told to get a doctorate. And then what am I
you're
going to
not.
do with it? If I get a doctorate right now, what am I going to do with it?
I mean, that makes sense because then you'll be,
I'm investing, putting money. Yeah.
You'll be incurring
What am I
an
gonna do with it?
expense.
I don't
All
want. I don't want
And
to
what
work.
does that mean? So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Are you
Suzanne.
going back in the office every day to be a doctor?
No, and that's the point.
Doctor Turcotte?
To me, that ship has sailed.
Okay.
Okay.
But I will be the one to tell an 80-year-old any day, go do it. But I can't tell myself that.
I have a cousin right now who's
that funny?
who's in college right now. She's a year younger than me.
Yeah,
she's
you
in
told me.
she's in her late 60s, and she's in college right now.
I
and
love that.
she's going for her bachelor's. So
I love it.
you know.
I love
So
that.
I don't. The
I
things
don't
that are
know.
too late is maybe the things that are impossible. So I give you an example. Like if you're not capable of having children. So if you're a woman and you know you're 50 years old and you never had kids, that shit may have sailed for you. Have your own.
Did it?
Wait a minute. Well, I'm just saying.
May,
your own
right? Like you said, may have, because now we're
I
taking.
said may have.
That's
okay.
right.
Your own children, but there's things that you can do because you can be a auntie to.
Or adopt.
That's true too.
There's no age limit, I think. I don't know. I
Yeah.
might be mistaken to adopt.
And
Yeah.
everybody's
Or
doing
foster.
surrogate now. What do y'all think about that?
Yes.
Surrogate. So
Yeah.
there are ways that, to me, I don't know, and maybe I'm just a dreamer.
Mhm.
I feel that nothing is really impossible.
That's what
I don't
I
know
feel.
why I feel that way. I just feel that if you set your mind to do anything, you can do it.
Well, and and I'm thinking about Sarah in the Bible that she was 90
90
years old.
years
I
old.
mean, come on.
Because I was getting ready to have
tired.
I was getting ready to have the argument. Well, your body, your organs, blah, 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 blah. But God can do anything.
Menopause. Hey,
But
watch our
anyway.
menopause episode. It's really good.
I mean, that was a miracle because God promised it.
yeah.
So
Yeah. So
if you
anyway,
feel,
Patience.
I still feel like you can do anything. Look at all the women and men in their late 50s and 60s who became who they are today in their 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Actors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I have examples.
CEOs.
Our notes have some examples.
Like they created state-of-the-art companies and all these things in their late 50s and early
Martha
60s.
Stewart, she didn't start her empire
Martha
until she was in
Stewart.
her 50s. She started in her 40s, but she blew and started her magazine and stuff in her 50s.
Yeah. She started cooking early for just her husband and kids, but she said
She was later in life.
it was later in life. So I really do feel that too, that you can do anything.
Patti LaBelle, 61, when she started her
Those pies,
the
patty pies.
Patty's Foods or whatever it's called. I mean, there's so many examples that there's really, I don't know. I'm a dreamer. I just think nothing is impossible.
Me too.
listen, it's like the saying, there's no expiration date on reinventing yourself.
I love
No, I
that.
like that because
No expiration date on reinventing yourself.
I mean,
I
to
want to
really
write that
think,
down.
to really think
I guess
about,
it's in the podcast.
and especially, and to really think about that. Say when you were younger, 10, 20, 30 years old, 30 years ago, or however old you are, and you had this passion or this dream, right? So now here you are, many years later, and you still have that dream. Talk to God about it.
yeah.
All right. That is my recommendation. Talk to God about it because you never know.
And find people that can influence you and guide you because they're already there.
Yes.
You guys have known me from very young. Y'all know, and y'all have seen me pivot. And I'm like just pivoting because I'm like, I really feel like I can do whatever I put my mind to.
It's almost been 30 years. I just added it up really quickly that we've known each other.
And I was 19, 20. I was 20 when I started.
Yeah, you were young.
I was very young and I was like clueless. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I was falling into things. I was just open to doing something. Like I was open to just filing. I'm like, sure, I'll file. Why not? And that was a mediocre brainless
We
job.
all started. Yeah, I started filing. I think that might have been my first job, my
But
first office job.
I didn't let myself stay there. I always wanted something else. I always wanted more.
That's the key. It's the dream.
It's the drive, the dream.
I get so
Determination.
flustered with people that don't have ambition and they stay stagnant and don't want to grow. Like there's always room to grow. Even if you went from a file clerk to a, what will be above a file clerk?
File clerk to then I started processing claims. You taught me how to do that. From there, and then from there, I got my degree, and I ran a whole office, a public health office.
Yeah. So it's the ambition, a healthy ambition.
Just you know what, start, because you never know what the next step is going to be. Because we all have our stories, and if you think about it, you may have a story too, no matter how small, but. Just start. Take that first step. I always talk about baby steps. All right. When I used to counsel people when I was HR manager, I always talked about the baby steps. And I always talked about people saying, I don't get paid to do this job. Yeah. Well, if they're willing to,
I've said that.
If they're willing to entrust you with that job or train you for that job, get that experience.
Yeah.
Get that experience, and you never know what door is going to be open. So so in other words, how many people do you know or have heard about that they started in a company at in the post office? You know, they worked with the mail, and then they watched, then they learned, and they took this step and the next step, and the next thing you know, they're running their own business, or they're like Ronisha. You know, she's running the department. You know what I mean? You just never know. So. Those baby steps count as well.
I have a cousin that I'm really proud of her. No college degree. She started at the Pentagon working in the mailroom.
Oh, you told me about her.
With the VA. She worked with the Veterans Administration. She retired being an advocate in Capitol Hill.
Wow.
Okay.
Because she worked. She didn't quit. Jobs came up and she would apply for those jobs.
Yeah.
Because you never know. I've applied for jobs. Actually, our job was regional. I had no experience, but I knew I could get the job. So at the interview, I sold myself into that. And sometimes you can do that. Like, don't cut yourself short because you feel that ship has sailed. I'm too old. I'm too this or whatever the two may be. Just do it.
I like that
just
point.
Start.
Because you said they're bad comparisons. Why can I say that word? Comparisons. They're bad comparisons where you feel like, I can't do it. I got 2 kids. I'm not married. I don't have an education. I'm talking about myself because this was me. So I can't ever do that. I can't do that because these people are having a hard time doing it. So I can't do it. So you can also put yourself in a bad comparison bucket where you're paralyzed because you're comparing yourself to other people and you're in similar situations that couldn't do it. So now you're saying, well, now I can't do it.
But if so-and-so can't do it, is that what you're saying? Then I can't do it. But that's not true because you don't know what so-and-so's background, trauma, experience, willing to learn. Like willingness to learn is such a huge asset, personal asset. Like always be willing to learn and just reinvent yourself.
Right. And that's going to segue into our next segment about reinventing yourself. So let's look at our notes and talk about it a little bit. Okay. Let's talk about reinvention does not have to be dramatic. Just like I said, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Starting before you feel ready and having that fear. Let's talk about fear. All right. Another one of my mantras, besides it's not that serious, is do it scared.
Oh, I love that. Do it scared. Yeah. Do it scared.
Do it scared. You're trembling. But you're starting.
But you're braver than the person that gave up, even though you're terrified. Because Kevin, I was going to have a surgery, and Kevin said, "You're not brave if you're not scared."
That's a good one too. I like that. I like that.
So I feel brave. That literally edified me. I'm like, I'm brave because I'm scared and I'm doing it anyway.
That's right. And giving yourself permission to evolve.
Yes, like a
grow.
butterfly.
Yeah. So let's talk about some practical things. Try something new. Change your routine. Know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did. Y'all gonna laugh at me. This is so simple. And
I'm already laughing.
Oh my God, y'all gonna laugh at me. This is like so simple. But when I go to the grocery store, this is what I do, you guys. I go with my cart and I go around this way, and this is how I go to the supermarket and get back to the cashiers in the front, right? And that's my routine. And the other day, I sat there and I went this way. I went this way. And the reason I did that is because I'm trying to break routines. Seriously, I'm trying to break routines because I believe that routines are good. I do. But sometimes you never know where that the change in that routine, what opportunity is going to be over there.
That's true.
Are you guys like, we do this every Sunday when we go to church, we sit in the same pew?
I do.
I used to do that when I went to church.
I do that because I
Maybe
like
I'll
sitting
change
there.
my pew this Sunday.
And sit beside somebody
Actually,
different.
I will change my pew this Sunday because my sweet little baby girl is going to be with me, and I don't need to be in the second pew from the front.
Because she's going to need to go use the bathroom. Yeah, no.
Okay,
I'm going to be in the back. So I get to experience that. That'll be new.
All right. So another part of reinventing yourself is finding new circles.
That's good.
And I said to myself, y'all, I be minding my business. And people just start talking to me. But people talk to me and I don't.
That is so funny. Because you look friendly.
So people talk to me.
Because she's sweet.
I said I was going to do, I said, well, I'm just going to open up just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like Ronisha, when you went to Italy.
Yes.
And when you came back, you got
BFF.
a BFF,
We are so similar. She's younger than me and I love it because she's smart. I'm like, I got a person smarter than me. Y'all know how hard it is to find some people that are smarter than you.
Oh my God. That's what my mentors say. You hire people or surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, have more experience than you, because first of all, you can learn. You can learn some things. You're not too old to learn some things.
Yeah.
And then you're giving them an opportunity to shine. There's nothing like giving somebody else an opportunity.
Well,
to give somebody an
she
opportunity
has her PhD in divinity. When I told you about this little group she put together, she did it in 2 seconds. I'm like, how do you do this so fast? I feel like an old lady. Like,
where is she located?
She's in Orlando.
I was going to say, she needs to be on our podcast.
Yeah, she is so smart. So she has a podcast too. And I'm like, wow. And she told me, you should do this, try this. And I did. I'm like, that's brilliant.
How did you do that?
This? Like, so yeah.
See, I love being around people that are smarter than me. I
too.
love it.
Do.
Like, I don't feel threatened. I don't feel, I love it. And if I don't know anything, I'll ask.
I know, because I'm like this, like I did with you with the house. I'm like, I want to do it too.
I see that, but that's how we grow.
But that's how
right.
we grow.
And I wasn't like selfish, like, I'm not going to tell her.
Right.
Let her figure it out.
That's another thing, gatekeeping information. I do not do that. I will share with you
Me too.
everything that I know. Because that's how I used to manage you guys. I would show and explain how I know how to do a thing. Yeah. And then I just let you run with it. You know what I mean? I'll let you run with it. Because like Ronisha said one time, she asked Suzanne, why we got to do it this way? No, seriously. Because that's the way Suzanne knew how to do it. That's the way Suzanne knew how to do it.
You have to stamp him and put him in the
But Suzanne was like, we don't have to. She was like, we don't have to. You do what you want.
There is blessings. There's blessings in sharing the information.
Share. I felt so good when Theresa could go by her own house and she closed. Like, that was just exciting. Like, why?
That's good.
Now, I am a gatekeeper. I will say that when it comes to like, testing. When I remember I was with a friend one time, we're adults. We were taking a Microsoft class and it was testing day. You guys, I'm like this.
Oh. I don't care. Look at my
paper. Because I'm sorry if you didn't study. Not saying that my friend didn't. But she said, where were you covering your test? I did that in school too, because if you didn't study, no, you're not getting an A off of me. You need to study. I care.
If you look,
I do get protective about that stuff.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
Now, don't ask me.
Look,
Should have studied.
unfiltered conversations, y'all.
That's right. It's the truth.
This is how she felt. All right.
It's the
Don't
truth.
cheat off her papers.
No, I get mad.
All right, guys, we're going to be starting to wrap this up. So let's do some closing reflections, okay?
I had another gatekeeper. Can I make
Go
one
ahead.
more gatekeeper?
Absolutely.
Our degrees. I told you about our degree. That's it. Or did you tell me about it?
I think
You told me about the bachelor. I told you about the adult education degree. I was like, go get it. It's easy.
Because I'm like, Ronisha, you can go get information technology degree and it'll be done like that.
And I did.
And she
'Cause
did.
I
And then we
changed
did the adult education together.
Yeah.
See?
And now we're not doing any of it. So
No, this is kind of like instructional designy in a way.
no, it's not.
We're educators. We're educating.
Yeah, we're educators. We are. We all are.
There,
That's
see?
true. Yeah, that's true.
See the blessings? There we go.
Now we're sharing with you. We're not gatekeeping any information from you.
We
No.
share. We should be the 3VU non-gatekeepers. We share everything on this
Theresa lost the
podcast.
crowd. Go ahead,
I'm sorry,
Theresa.
Theresa.
No, this is okay because this is unfiltered conversations. Anyway, this is what we do.
We share everything that we go through.
Yes.
We are not gatekeeping.
No.
Absolutely. So, in closing, we're going to say, my note says that women are allowed to evolve. People are allowed.
I like that better.
Definitely.
Yeah, to
Everyone is
evolve.
allowed to evolve.
Yes.
Reinvention
Yeah.
is not selfish.
No.
It's not at all, because a lot of people worry about, and is it all about me? Should I, no.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
okay.
It's okay to grow. It's okay to get better. It's okay to be ambitious. It's okay to want to provide more for your children because a lot of us probably felt, I don't know if I'm speaking for both of you, I want for my child better than what I had.
Yep.
Right. And life does not end in your 40s, your 50s, or in your 60s. In your 40s. Oh, you're not in? Okay.
I'm still in my 50s.
40s.
40s, 50s,
50s.
60s. Yeah. It doesn't end.
Nobody can tell.
I am retired. I have been retired. June 30th would be 6 years.
Wow.
I know, right?
I officially retired this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me. We didn't have a retirement party for you.
And it is
We still
like,
can. It's still the year.
and it is like the best because I have had a blast.
I
had
love
a good
that
It's
for
time.
been
y'all.
so much
I love that
fun.
for y'all. I woke up the other day and I felt like I was retired. I didn't even get dressed.
Oh wow!
I love those days.
So, all right, you guys, I'm going to talk to our audience for a little bit and ask a couple of questions. What is something that you do if fear wasn't stopping you? That's a good reflection
That's a good question.
That's a good.
Reflect on that.
Ooh, I'm getting nervous thinking about that question.
And wait a minute, and I got one more.
It's a good one.
Have you ever felt like you were behind in life? So those are two good reflection questions that we want to ask you.
Those are good.
And please put it in the comments.
Please
and let us
comment.
know.
Share in the comments.
Those
we
are
want to
good
know.
questions.
Yeah,
Be
those are good
unfiltered
questions.
for us.
Yes. Be unfiltered.
Yes. So anyway, we want to thank you for joining us today. We ask that you like, share, tag some people, and
Comment.
Absolutely comment, as we
Subscribe.
said earlier, and subscribe.
Subscribe. We need you to subscribe. Why?
Anything
'Cause-
else, lady?
No, that's it. That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Catch you all next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do us a big favor and hit that like button, share this episode, and subscribe.